Hey YouTube, Sandy Frank here. Today I'm going to be showing a video. This is my 2019 Twilight Zone Rod Serling edition collection. I got these in online breaks with Cards Infinity. Let's go check them out. They always get really cool stuff like this. And I wanted to show my favorite cards that I got out of those. This was not a complete case, so I bought a few boxes, and this is what I got. So we got, these are like mirrorized cards. They're real hard to see unless I turn them down this way. There's William Shatner, and on the back it also has another William Shatner. Cliff Robertson. Just try to get where you can see it. Bill Mummy. I loved the Twilight Zone. It was on way before I was born, but as a kid, they would put this on TV, like some marathons and stuff, and I love watching Twilight Zones. I actually have all of them on DVDs now, and still watch them today. It was a very innovative show. There's Martin Landau. Some of the special effects are a little cheesy by today's standards, but still a very enjoyable show. Jonathan Harris. Alright, so those were my mirror cards. And I did get this, get one of these in a case. I was lucky enough to get this. It's like a metal card. It's Rod Serling. There's a front and back. Alright, and these, I love these cards. These are done by Juan Ortiz. Did these. They're like poster cards of episodes. And probably one of my favorite all-time insert sets. Let me grab some here so they don't slide all over and show these. So here's Where Is Everybody? One for the Angels. Like he did them. These are based on individual episodes. Mr. Denton on Doomsday. I can't read that one. It is the 16mm Shrine. That one. Escape Clause. And this is not a complete set either. There's a lot more I don't have yet. The Lonely. Time Enough at Last. Judgment Night. And When the Sky Was Opened. What You Need. Has a great episode. The Four of Us Are Dying. Third from the Sun. I love this poster. It reminds me of how you sometimes, like if you watch those UFO shows, there's this famous UFO hoax photo. It reminds me of that hoax photo. That's why I like that one. The Hitchhiker. The Fever. The Purple Testament. Mirror Image. The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street, another classic episode there. I mean, they're all classics, but People Are Like All Over. Execution. Nightmare as a Child. A Stop at Willoughby. A Passage for Trumpet. Mr. Beavis. The After Hours. I love this card because it looks like an old baseball card. The Mighty Casey. That was a pretty cool episode as a baseball fan. King 9 Will Not Return. The Man in the Bottle. A Thing About Machines. Eye of the Beholder. That one's a cool episode. The Lateness of the Hour. A Most Unusual Camera. That's a classic. Dust. Back There. The Whole Truth. 22. Mr. Dingle the Strong. 100 Years Over the Rim. The Rip Van Winkle Caper. The Silence. Will the Real Martian Please Stand Up? The Obsolete Man. The Shelter. The Passersby. That's a cool poster, and that's a cool episode too. The Mirror, Death's Head Revisited, The Midnight Sun. That's another classic. 5 Characters in Search of an Exit, A Quality of Mercy, One More Pallbearer, Showdown with Rance McGrew. Okay, this, if you know Twilight Zone, you've probably seen this episode. To Serve Man. That's one of the most memorable ones. The Little People, 4 O'Clock, Hocus Pocus and Frisbee, The Trade-Ins, The Gift, The Dummy, very creepy, Cavender is Coming, The Changing of the Guard, The 30 Fathom Grave, He's Alive, No Time Like the Past, The Parallel, On Thursday We Leave for Home, The Bard, A Kind of Stopwatch, another great episode there, The Old Man in the Cave, Uncle Simon, Probe 7 Over and Out, The Seventh is Made Up of Phantoms, The Long Morrow, I Am the Night, Color Me Black, Sounds and Silences, The Jeopardy Room, The Brain Center at Whipple's, and The Fear. Alright, let me show you the autographs I was able to get. Did pretty good. One thing, this show was back in like the 50s and 60s, so most of the, well, not most of them, but many of the actors and actresses have passed away. So pretty tough to get autographs of actors from this show. And these are all on-card autos. They've been putting this set together for years, by the way. Carol Rosser, and she was in Back There. William Swan, he was in The Long Morrow. Jim E. Titus, and a lot of the ones in the set are when they were kids. The Incredible World of Horace Ford. Got Jim Houghton. That is The Last Rites of Jeff Myrtlebank. And Gillian in Mute. Daniel Kulik. On Thursday We Leave for Home was the episode he was in. Nehemiah Persoff in Judgment Night was the episode he was in. As you can see, he was a middle-aged man when this show's on, and he is actually still with us today. I think he's 95 or something like that. Very cool of him to sign for this. And I think this card was actually, they got this card done in 2010 is the date on the back. So they've had these in works for quite a while. Barbara Barris, Miniature, Morgan Brittany, Valley of the Shadow. I love that episode, by the way. Carol Byron, 90 Years Without Slumbering. John Considine, The 30 Fathom Grave. Got Johnny Iman, The Fugitive. And this one's pretty cool. Daryl Richard, he actually even put an inscription there, Best Wishes. The Changing of the Guard. There's a really nice one, Shelley Favors, The Black Leather Jackets. This is a really nice one, Martin Landau. He's actually passed away, and he is an Oscar-winning actor as well. He was in Ed Wood. Mr. Denton on Doomsday. And here's a cool dual auto. Got this one, Dana Dillaway and Veronica Cartwright. They were in I Sing the Body Electric. And here's another, this is Inscription Auto, Veronica Cartwright, and she put I Sing the Body Electric. That's the episode that she was in. This is a pretty sweet Ruta Lee inscription. She put tarts are such fun to play, and that episode is a short drink from a certain fountain. And this one's pretty cool. This is a great episode. Earl Holliman, he put, "Thank you, Rod, for giving me this great Earl." So that's kind of inscribed it to Rod Serling. And he's in Where Is Everybody? And this is one of my favorite. I was really hoping to pull Ron Howard. Of course, he directed Solo, and I don't know how. It's pretty tough to get his autograph, I'm pretty sure. And he inscribed it "Walking Distance," Ron Howard, and that's the episode that he was in as a kid. And the big hit that I got was this, a Rod Serling cut autograph. Very awesome. Mr. Serling, if it wasn't for Rod Serling, there wouldn't have been the Twilight Zone. And so this is really cool. I mean, he was in every single episode, and as he did his monologue and prologues and stuff. And these are actually, they're hand numbered. This is a 20 out of 50. So there are quite a few of these, but a very nice hit. And definitely one of the nicest cards in my collection, one of my favorites. And Mr. Serling, they're cut autos because Mr. Serling passed away a long time ago in the 70s. So this is a pretty awesome addition to my collection. Alright, stay tuned for more videos.